All right, shalom, shalom. Just a brother of mine coming at you with a Lord willing edifying video, straight to the point. But first and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Krakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect men that scattered abroad throughout the folk on this earth, pushing this truth with all sincerity. And shalom to those few aqua that's getting in order as well. Right, but I just want to get to a quick, exhortation, man, and just Lord willing, it's edifying. It's Ephesians, 5:14, talking about waking up, because the times that we coming into, you gotta be spiritually woken so you don't fall inside none of these snares that Esau Edom is rolling out with, right? So read the book of Ephesians 5:14. Through 16. And I went up the New Living Translation because, sometimes, it shows a little, the wording is a little bit different. It may, grab your eye a little bit more. It may be more meat on it, So it says, for the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper, rise from the dead, and Hamashiach will give you light, right? And that light is what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Right, because the times we coming into is gonna be some dark times, but you gotta have that light, that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Because if you don't have no light in front of you, you don't know which way you're going. Pretty much gonna be leading you to death anyway. And I want to grab that with the book of Psalms, 19. I think it's 105. Yep, kind. Right? It says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path, right? And we know the time that we're coming into, we need the light. We need Yahweh Shah, right? We need that wisdom and knowledge and understanding. What it says in the book of Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, But go back to Ephesians 5:14. It says, for the light makes everything visible. This is why it is said, awake, O sleeper. And who is asleep today? Right? We're the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native American Indians. We're the ones that's spiritually dead. The valley of dry bones, right? According to Ezekiel, I think 37th chapter. It says, rise up from the dead, and Hamashiach, right? Yahweh Shah will give you light. He will give you that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Because you're trying to turn back to him. You're trying to get back in order. So like verse 16, it says, be careful how you live. Don't live like the fools, but like those who are wise, man. And what a wise man gonna do? We're gonna go to Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, right? And hideth himself, right? Because prudent goes into wise as well. You got inflation going on. You got the charagma, right? Meaning that grain of rice. That's it's here now. You have the thing that they recently came out with out there in Illinois. Starting January 1st. So-called January, New Year's, right? So it's a lot of hell is being brought out. And if you're not in tune, right, if you don't have that light, that lamp in front of you, you're going to crash out. You're going to die, So it says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide of himself, right? How do you hide yourself? With the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. But the simple pass on and are punished. How you gonna be punished? World War III, taking that charagma, famine gonna wipe out a lot of our people, It said, but the simple pass on and are punished. Why? Because you don't want to come it to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. So when we out there week in and week out doing the videos, right, we trying to tell our people, hey, wake up, right? Because you're spiritually dead. You don't even know that a kingdom is set up for you. Right, this white man Esau Edom got you so rocked to sleep. You feel as if this is all you got. This is it, So with that being said, you gonna go after whatever he tell you to to take, right? And we know ultimately going to come down to is that karagma, right? That grain of rice. Excuse me. It's verse 15. It says, so be careful how you live. Right? Ooh, what's the, let me go to it. Salakia. It's popped inside my head. I think it's 1 Peter. 1 Peter 5 and 8. Y'all kind of call out y'all about Shem Yahushua. 1 Peter 5 and 8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, you know. This sober is really going towards spiritually sober, you know, understanding Satan's devices, right? Devices meaning scheme, his plots, you know. Be vigilant, you know, we got to be on point. We got to be cautious, whereabouts, you know, because we know we're coming into, you know, hard times, real bad times. Ezekiel 7:5, nothing but evil. Right? It said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Right? But if you don't have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he got you. You know, you gonna fall to every snare he leave out. So it said, be sober, be vigilant, man. You know, the times we coming into, you gotta have that lamp in front of you. Cause if you don't, you gonna fall. You're gonna fall into that snare that you couldn't see. Right? Want to go back. I'm Ephesians 5:16. All right. It says, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. And I love it how it's just, you know, we always go with, like I said, we always go with the King James Version, the KJV. But, you know, sometimes we look at different translations as well. Right. And it said, make the most of every opportunity. Right. Because in the KJV, it's telling you redeeming the time because of the days of what? Evil. Right. So now we got this grace, because it's the grace period. Right. This is the grace period that really tighten up. You know, that is like you got consequences after that grace period. Right. If you don't pay your rent, you know what I'm saying? Or car note, you know what I'm saying? You got consequences after that. Right. So we know if you ain't trying to tighten up in this grace period with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, getting in order. You know, putting off that worldly, the old man, putting on that new man. You're not trying to do that right now in the grace period, right? When everything is open, when all hell break loose, you got consequences to pay, man. You know, so make the most of every opportunity, right? Go hit the highways and the byways, you know, do the work. Do the work, right? You know, that's like one of the elder brothers, you know, and he brought out Elder Amawan Gabar. If you knew if they about to shut everything down and they could tell you a certain date, wouldn't you want to go harder? And that makes a lot of sense, because like if you know if December 31st was the last day until they cut everything off, you want to push out as many videos, go out to the highways and byways as many times as you can, right? Because you're trying to build up within that grace period. You know what I'm saying? You want to start that spiritual bank account. You know what I'm saying? So, but that just it on that, man. I'm going to close out with one more scripture because, you know, the times are short and this grace period doors, it's finna shut. This right here, the book of Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach as well, 5 and 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and put not off from day to day. Don't be out here bullshitting, man. Knowing you don't know shit. Knowing that you can be doing more. And I speak to myself as well. I know I could be doing more, right? It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. We all could be doing more. I'm going to say that, you know, as well. We all keep pushing ourselves, you know. We can't just stop, can't get comfortable about what we already know. We want to keep striving for more, you know. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Right? Like we already know Yahweh Shem Yahushua about to use Esau Edom, right? He got him roaming around like a roaring lion, throwing up traps, right? But when Yahweh Shem Yahushua just crank up, you know, and all hell start breaking loose, right? And your security, you won't have none. You wasn't out there in that grace period taking it serious, doing the sit downs, going to the block, feeding the sheep. But he tell Peter, hey, if you love me, go feed my sheep. So when all hell start breaking loose, just understand, Yahweh Shema Shah will not be looking out for you, man. You got the famines coming. You got famine of the word, famine of food, martial law, just all hell breaking loose, man. And it says, and if that security, thou shalt be destroyed. Because you don't have no protection. You don't have Yahweh Shema Shah on your side, man. Right? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And I'm going to say, call out Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ma'ashem Rakakadash. Shalom.